Chinese Protoss? Hold on. Let me check. Let me check. Let me double check for you. As we are diving into this series and spawning in the top right hand corner. Oh, and in the end, oh God. Spawning in the top right hand corner of Royal Blood, we have the Chinese Terran player representing Mystery Gaming. Currently down in this series, but not out, not yet. It is Oriana. And spawning in the bottom, oh my God, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, but also going for a proxy 2-Rax, we have the South Korean Terran player currently teamless. It is GuMiho. Also, I double-checked, my apologies. I just double-checked, and Triple is a Terran player. Not a Protoss, not a Protoss. I was accusing Triple with Triple H, which is a different player entirely, but yes, is a Terran player. At least he was playing Terran the last time we casted him in the previous KSL. When it comes to nationality, now I'm not too sure. But he is a Terran, Oh, and here we go. We are getting into this. To have that proxy 2-Rax being set up by GuMiho, Oriana thankfully is going for an SCV scout and should confirm the lack of Rax back at home. But this could just be a Rax, you know, elsewhere here at the natural, could even be over at the third base instead. So Oriana is on the hunt for that proxy. Meanwhile, Reapers are already on the way, and we should be seeing preparation back at home. There we go, the Reaper of Oriana is rallied back into his own main base. Factory is on the way as well. Thankfully, we didn't have a Rax expand set up by Oriana. I love it, we're even proxying the depot. Let's go, let's go. Boys are going to be pulled here to try to help defend. And the initial Reaper of GuMiho is going to be deflected for the time being. Again, because Oriana is going to have a Reaper disadvantage, we do need the boys to help support. Up, GuMiho wants it. He wants that Reaper. He dives on forward, but he is pulled back to the safety of that mineral line. More boys are being pulled, and for the time being, Oriana has done quite well to keep his Reaper alive. Long enough for the second Reaper to join us. But again, there's still a window here where GuMiho has a Reaper advantage, and the Reapers, they bypass the army, they slip into the mineral line, and they're going for some SCV kills. 5 SCVs already going to be going down. The Hellion has arrived. Oh, with the power of the Hellion, we're going to be able to force this back, but GuMiho has already done some economic damage. The Reaper count is getting higher and higher, and what's important is that GuMiho also has kept that Reaper count alive. Hasn't lost a single thing so far. I also just realized that we don't have WCS game heart. It's fine. Don't worry about it, Bobby. Don't worry about it. Again, we're jumping in mid-series. We did miss game number 1, unfortunately, but here in game number 2, we do see Oriana on the bit of a back foot. We do have back at home GuMiho transitioning into his factory, into his starport as well. Is this going to be a Banshee follow-up? Okay, thank God. We're going into the Cyclone. Cyclone is on the way. Reapers once again dipping into the main base. I'm loving this Rax, by the way. It does provide a little bit of disruption in the auto-targeting. Oh, as the Reapers of Oriana are going to be going down, but it looks like these Hellions, these Reapers should be cleaned up. There we go. It does go down in the end. So 6 Reapers for 5 SCVs and a good chunk of army. I want to say a decent trade here for GuMiho, especially considering the delay that was caused on the natural CC. See GuMiho throwing down the CC back at home, transitioning. We already have our Cyclone to defend against any kind of drop play. Speaking of drop play, it looks like GuMiho wants to be the aggressor, focusing on that medevac production. Going to be waiting for that second Cyclone before moving out on the map. And I worry because what do we have at home to defend? We have 1 Cyclone on the way for Oriana. He's got 2 Hellions as well. And depending on the lock-ons, GuMiho can snowball from here if he is able to dive on top of this 1 Cyclone. But here we go, as the Cyclone does dive into the main base. Is going to be able to delay the third CC, as Oriana was double expanding. Love to see it. Oh, sorry, my apologies. We'll fix the in-game name. My apologies, we'll fix that up. As we're going to be able to get a couple more units here. We even have the racks delaying the CC on the low ground. Feels bad, man. Oriana just wants to expand, Papi. He just wants to expand. GuMiho, please. As the racks will finally go down, Oriana will finally be able to get their natural up and running. Meanwhile, across the map, GuMiho has already got his orbital. Already going to be mining here. Up 10 workers. Ay. And we're getting into a pretty standard setup here. Now, GuMiho is aware that his opponent has a faster base, has a faster third CC, so keeping that in mind, GuMiho is still going to be focusing on overall unit production. Like, sure, we have a third CC on the way behind this, but GuMiho's goal is going to be to delay this third for as long as possible to make up for his own later third CC timing. Already got 2 tanks, already got our Raven. The Cyclone survived the early game as well, and GuMiho is already getting ready to move out. He knows that he has the map control. Does go for a scan, gets an eye on the production, able to confirm that one Cyclone, able to confirm that there is no factory production. We only have 1 tank here for Oriana. GuMiho is looking to camp that third CC location. Deeper is going to be going down. And yeah, Oriana's going to be stuck here on 2 bases for quite some time. We do have a high Raven count, and that can help make up for a bit of a tank deficit. But overall, we still need a lot of time to get into everything else. You know, we've still got Stim just now starting. We're getting into our Marine production. We're finally getting our second tank. Like, unfortunately, Oriana does feel a couple of steps behind. When GuMiho's not stopping. Yo, we're actually setting up for a Doom drop into the main. Oh my god, I mean, there is no tank. He's looking to camp the production as well. The Raven has arrived, and the tank does come out in time, but oh, it's going to be going down. GG gets called. And just like that, GuMiho takes the series 2-0. That's right, bud. God damn it. GG, well played. GuMiho, not Oriana, will take the series 2-0 and move on to the next round. My condolences to Oriana, as Oriana is going to be eliminated from the tournament. But GuMiho does advance on to face the winner of Dongregu versus Rebellion. Let's go. And it looks like we already have a couple more updates finishing up. As we do switch our scenes over, it looks like Nice already 2-0'd Lemon and is waiting in the quarterfinals. Likewise, looks like we have a couple of other updates here. Triple took down Finesse 2-0, moves on to face Dark.